Sorry?
Last name?
You can just put down, Batman.
We're gonna get out of here.
Yeah, you don't need me to walk you to your car? You're safe? Okay. You are cute. You like a Cabbage Patch doll. Oh my God. Your badge is even little.
Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something that should be pretty straightforward, recording in public. But as you probably know, it doesn't always go that way. Sometimes just standing up for your rights can rub people the wrong way and lead to some wild situations. We're going to check out some real-life clips where folks interact with the public and police and see how it all plays out when you know your rights and aren't afraid to use them. It's all about that balance between personal freedom and how others react. So let's jump in and see what goes down.
Hello. This is private property. You cannot be on private property. And you need to delete all that camera.
But ma'am, I know what you've done.
No.
Ma'am, I know what you're doing here. Please. Here, ma'am, I have some stuff for you that will explain everything.
No, you need to get off the property.
This is public easement, sir?
You need to delete all that.
Sir, this is public easement?
No.
You're under investigation, sir. I'm whacked. Neil. Shit. Good morning. Hey, we're just doing what we got to do. Right now we're conducting an investigation. There was a women's that came out. She looked a bit big. I tried talking to her, but she said it sounded like she was cussing at me, and I didn't really like that. And she didn't want me to explain anything about the investigation. She went inside with a gentleman that was bald.
Okay, well, before we get started, you record me, I'm recording you. I'm Officer Connor, Denver Police, badge number 931.
Oh, hello, Connor.
Yeah, what are you guys recording for, can I ask?
Yeah, an investigation.
An investigation. Do you care to elaborate?
We're looking for somebody, last name Ling.
Okay. Give me 1 second, I'm gonna go talk with her.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
There's another women's. She's snitching. They're calling the boys in blue because we're investigating. That's just not right.
Sorry, she just wanted to talk to me about what's going on. Can you elaborate again what you guys were...
Yeah, we were sent out here to look for Miss Ling, L-I-N-G. Maybe if we could speak to the building manager. Maybe they could come out with an employment sheet of all the people there.
Okay, have you tried talking to them yet?
Well, the one woman's came over here to talk, but she was just yelling.
Was it that girl?
No, it was one that kind of looked like a boy, but it was like big,
Okay.
bigger than her. She's wearing blue.
So here's what I talked to her. She's the security manager here. They have this. So here's the deal.
Securitas.
So they have the right to ask you to leave their property. Okay.
Yeah.
This is their property, so they do have the right to ask you to leave.
But this is public easement, sir.
What's that?
This is public easement.
This is their property.
There's
right
no
here.
sidewalks. So
Okay, so here's the deal. They is there anything I can help you try to get from them that maybe?
yeah, if you want to get me the visitor roster, or if they could find Miss Ling, L-I-N-G, first name M-I-N-G, Ming.
Ming.
Yep.
Do you mind if I ask your gentleman's names?
I go by Billy.
Billy?
Yes, sir.
Is that your name on your ID?
No, it's my undercover name.
Undercover name? I gotcha.
We're just on public easement, or else we'll just be in the road. I don't want to turn into roadkill because there's some big cars out here. There's trucks.
They pick us, scoop us up, and grind us into hot dogs.
Well, that's always.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen.
No, this is Oscar Mayer.
And then,
It should be a fun place to be.
Is there anything I can get more details about Ming Ling? About what?
She's a Chinese woman, 35 to 39 years of age. Just a Chinese woman that we do believe is missing. We do believe she's inside. We were sitting here by Lester, so we're just trying to get the details.
Who's Lester?
Lester Green. It's our boss.
Okay, where is he located at?
Well, right now, Waterloo.
Waterloo. Okay. Is you guys with like an agency, or are you with a company? Or?
Yeah, it's he told us not to talk about it, but we are with an agency.
Okay.
Or a network.
Let me see what I can do. I'll meet with you guys here in a second.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what. I'm a proponent for exercising your First Amendment rights. I'm all for that. That's what I'm here to help enforce. I'll be right back with you guys. Okay, I want to. Then we'll go from there. Okay.
All right.
Yeah. You said Billy, right?
Yeah, Billy.
Do you have
Harry.
Harry? Billy and Harry?
B.
I'm sorry. You said Harry?
B.
Harry B.
Harry
Gotcha,
with an
gotcha.
H and an A and an R and another R and a Y
Yep.
on the end.
All right.
Another one. I don't know what the deal is. Is there something going on?
I don't know. Maybe they know.
Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm getting nervous.
You guys know that.
We're undercover.
Yeah, I'm undercover. Hey, doing pretty good. You know, we're just out here investigating, trying to get the women's out here, and she just went inside and yelled at us.
Who's that?
The big women's wearing blue.
So you don't have tried to meet anybody?
Well, we're looking for Ming.
They've already asked you guys to leave, so in my opinion, they're going to be willing to get out of the
I hope they will, though. Maybe they were nervous. I don't know.
Did you guys walk here?
Yeah, my back really hurts too.
Mine too.
Lester does want the information, so if we could just get a paper, maybe see if she's in here. Since you're boys in blue, if they want to give you information if she is, that'd help out a lot.
What information do you need?
Just to see if Miss Ling, L-I-N-G, is inside or has been inside for the past week.
This Ling?
Yeah, we're looking for Miss Ling. That's the investigation.
I'm guessing they're not going to give you that without a subpoena from the court.
Well, if they want to help the investigation, though, you know, I'm not trying to get them in trouble or nothing. I just want to verify if she is there.
Call them, see what they want to do for you.
So did they have her or a list?
Cooperate with any sort of investigation you have going?
Of course. Well, that just leads me to believe that they are, in fact, potentially harboring her, or they know where she's at.
She had, the lady that I talked to had no idea who Miss Ling. No idea.
Okay. Well, that's some BS. But
Is your guys' van by chance?
no, he asked that. No, the U-Haul.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Small dog.
We didn't go on the property. That just makes me believe that she probably is here. Do appreciate you going in and trying to see if she is.
You guys good?
Yeah.
Have fun at the journalism.
All right. Thank you, sir. You guys have a good day.
Folks, this video shows us how easily public rights can get tangled up with private overreach. When these individuals were simply recording on public property, things quickly escalated when a security guard demanded they leave and delete their footage. It's a classic example of how some people, especially those in positions of power, might not fully understand the boundaries between public and private spaces. The law is pretty clear. As long as you're on public property, you have the right to record and even ask questions. And yet there are still people who think they can tell you what to do just because they have authority, whether it's a private security guard or someone else. What's most important here is that the individuals in the video knew their rights and didn't back down. The officers they spoke to also acknowledged their First Amendment rights to record, which is a win in itself. But remember, things can get tricky if you're not familiar with the rules. Public spaces belong to the people, and as long as you're not violating any laws, you have every right to ask questions, record, and hold others accountable, even if that means stepping on a few toes. This story is a good reminder that as long as you're on the right side of the law, stand firm, stay calm, and never let intimidation force you to give up your rights.
Hey, sir. I'm sorry. Excuse me, sir. Unfortunately, you have to turn that off. You have to turn that off and step outside, okay? If you want to do some video recording, you can do so out on the property or the sidewalk, but you cannot do that in here, okay?
Okay.
You understand? So I give you a chance right now. You can step outside right now. Go out to the sidewalk. You understand me, sir? Can you understand me?
Are you restricting my freedom of movement?
No, sir. I'm actually telling you, you need to go outside if you're going to video record, okay? So you need to do that now, all right? You understand what I'm saying?
No.
I'm asking you to step outside if you're going to do some video recording, okay? You have to do so from the sidewalk.
I hear what you're saying. My rights as an American citizen who actually pays for this building is that I can be in here with a camera or without a camera. Now, if I didn't have this camera,
business. If you're going to go up to the counter, get a ticket, and go do some work, that's one thing.
Well, do you
But
know that?
Unfortunately, that's not what you're doing right now.
Do you know that Smithford's coming and Levitt Circuit?
Sir, I'm not.
Circuit
Like I said, I'm
decision?
not an attorney.
No, I'm just
I'm not a law
explaining.
enforcement agent.
I know
All I am
that.
is trying
I'm
to enforce
explaining.
the rules here that
Okay,
they
I'll wait till
asked
you're
me
done.
to do. God, I'm so sorry. Yeah.
Okay. And Smithford City of Cumming, it stated that it is our right to record our public officials in the course of their duties. That's the only business I need to have here.
Once again, if this was a meeting place, and there's a meeting ongoing right now, that's one thing.
I
This is business
understand.
being conducted with private people, with their private information.
Nobody's private in public.
That's
Nobody's
the
private
thing.
in public,
It is
buddy.
here.
No,
It
it's
is
not
here. When
here.
they're working on their driver's license, when they're working on their tags, that information, that's all private.
Oh, my license is private, so I don't
When they're-
stick it
when
on the
they're
outside of my
conducting-
car?
When they're conducting that business in here, they're doing their transactions.
Right,
Some people
right.
come in with suspended driver's license.
Listen,
Things that this is not,
I understand all of that, and that's all great. And it's it's at the DMV where I'm from, by Ocala, they do the same stuff. But guess what? It's not illegal for me to record in there. You know why?
Once again, I'm just
Because
trying
it's
to-
my right.
I'm trying to let you know what.
Yeah,
we're
no,
supposed to
no,
do
trust
here.
me. I already know. I'm gonna leave this door closed because I like the AC. You guys stand out there. The handshake. We're here to violate rights.
And recording minors ain't right. Recording minors ain't right.
Step outside, please. You guys are being legally trespassed.
We're being trespassed?
You're being trespassed, please.
Okay. Sweet.
I'm not recording.
No, you're not, brother.
They're recording minors.
Sidewalk.
I'm heading there.
Thank you. What's your first name?
ID, we'll get you out of here.
Provide me with the statute.
I need your identification in order to issue a trespass, sir.
What law is that?
What law is it? Yeah. That's,
Give me a second.
ready?
You said it's a lawful request. That means there must be a statute attached to it. Can you give me the statute that is attached
You're
to
going
it?
to record. We're going to probably ask you to get off the property as well.
I am on the sidewalk.
Thank you.
I thought they said you didn't have to run. Did they change their mind?
If he's going to record.
Right.
Right, but.
The piece of paper. Okay. And am I getting charged with trespassing? That would be a crime. Trespass after warning.
Right, would be a crime.
After warning.
You're being trespassed. Okay, so that's just a warning.
Which is a civil
Which is
action.
not a crime, correct?
Correct. Because if it was a crime, they could arrest you. There would be no such thing as trespass after warning.
Right. It says
We
all
are
I have to do to give you my
we
ID.
are here investigating, right?
Yes, sir.
That's why we're here. You guys
That's
are
great. And
you
you're
are
welcome
not
to investigate.
you are not hold on, let me talk. You are not free to leave.
I'm not leaving.
So we're detained?
Lawfully detained because
Okay.
of
Sweet.
because of an investigation.
Sweet, I love it.
Okay?
Yep, no, please,
So now
continue.
if you guys refuse to cooperate with us, you will be I'm trying to talk.
Okay.
If you refuse to cooperate with us, you will be obstructing our investigation.
An
And
investigation.
now, hold on, and now that is a crime.
Correct. I agree with you.
An investigation.
Officer Angelini.
What crime are you investigating?
Obstruction is a secondary charge. What is the crime that you are investigating that we are obstructing? What crime are you investigating?
We are here to trespass you.
Okay, is that a
We
crime?
are lawfully here to trespass you.
I understand that. Is a trespassing
I'm
warning
not
a
going to
crime?
keep going in circles with you guys.
I just want to know one simple
I go
question.
through this,
Just one simple
I
question.
go through this with you guys all the time.
You've never met me.
Never
met me. We're not from here. Listen,
Okay, that's great.
trespassing warning, is that a crime?
No.
Okay, so if I was obstructing a trespassing warning, is that a crime? How could I obstruct something that's not a crime?
You're obstructing a police investigation.
I'm not.
And into a non-criminal act? You're investigating a non-criminal act, right? Let's be clear. Are you investigating a criminal act
You are
or a
lawfully
non-criminal?
detained. By you violating that, you are committing that
I'm
crime.
actually unlawfully detained. I'm not going to
You are
worry about that
lawfully
right now.
detained right now.
Unless you have
You are not free to leave.
unless you have suspicion that I've committed a crime, Do you suspect me of a crime?
At this point, no.
Okay.
But you could commit a crime in our presence, and then you can go to jail.
Right.
By obstruction, which is a Florida state statute.
Yes, that has a crime. You can't obstruct legal activity. If I'm walking down the street, you can't say I'm obstructing anything.
Lieutenant Jimenez?
Yes, sir.
So, Lieutenant Jimenez, it's my understanding that I'm being lawfully detained right now.
You are, correct.
Okay.
For what
Can
crime?
you articulate a crime that I'm suspected of?
They want you trespass.
Is that a crime?
Is that criminal?
They want you trespass.
Is that a criminal trespass?
It becomes criminal once you guys do not want to provide me your identification
I disagree.
to issue you the trespass.
So there's a trespassing statute, the trespassing warning statute that says we must provide ID, or that's a crime?
We're asking you to provide.
Okay, so
It's not just the trespass.
Okay,
it's
so
the
let me-
investigation that we are conducting.
okay, what
Trespass or whatever else the case may be.
Okay.
By you not cooperating, that's the crime.
I love it. It sounds great. Now, all I need to know is the statute where it says that during a police investigation into a non-crime, you have to provide ID. Where's that statute?
It's under obstruction.
No, obstruction
Yeah, they
is
talk about
secondary.
crime.
Nope.
Obstruction is after the first charge.
Yeah.
Obstruction is a charge that is subsequent
secondary.
to the first charge that you do not follow. So what is the first charge that I'm not following? The first legal charge that I'm not following?
Yeah, he's going to be doing one once he gets here. If they don't want to provide it, go ahead. Sorry, Alpha 3, I don't have my cell phone. Call you, sir?
All four of them were? Or all five?
So are we waiting to have him tell us the statute that we're being ID for? Or?
Yes.
You can't record, man. You can't record at all. It's Russia. It's Russia. KGB.
Hey, when do we get to tell them to stop recording us?
Careful, you're gonna get in trouble.
Uh-oh, that guy's recording guy on the property.
City ordinance.
Uh-oh, selective enforcement. Selective enforcement. Selective enforcement. Selective enforcement. Here we go on camera.
This tag, come on.
That's a lawsuit.
Yep.
I'm going to give you guys the ample opportunity one more last time to provide us all of your names, date of birth, so we can issue you guys trespass. If you guys decide not to, you guys will be going to jail for obstruction, and all your in-car, your cameras will be taken in as evidence. So with that being said, do you guys want to provide these officers your name and date of birth so they can go ahead and issue you guys a trespass warning from this location?
Under threat of arrest, I absolutely will.
Okay, I'm not threatening you as an arrest. If you guys decide not to, you guys will be going to jail for obstruction. If you guys decide not to, you guys will be going to jail for obstruction.
You just said I was.
I am giving you the option. I am giving you the option to provide us your identification.
Okay, let's go.
Right? If I do not give you my
I am
ID,
giving you guys the benefit.
I don't have ID. I never carried on me since I don't break the law.
Because we have to
George,
give you a written warning for trespass.
which we've never had to have written warnings.
Do you
Matt,
want to provide a yes or no, sir?
Under threat of duress and violence.
I am not threatening you.
112970.
I am informing you what the outcome could be if you do not provide your.
Under threat of duress.
Do you want to provide your?
All required is the name and date of birth for the.
This situation really shows how tricky it can be to balance personal rights with what police try to enforce. The person filming is just standing up for their right to record in a public space, which is totally protected by the First Amendment. The police, on the other hand, are saying they need to leave because they're filming, but that's not true. As long as you're in a public place, you have the right to record, especially when it's about public officials doing their job. Where things get a little messier is when the police bring up trespassing. You can't just be kicked out of a public place without a solid reason, and filming doesn't give them that reason. To kick someone out of public property, they usually need a legit cause, like being disruptive or breaking a law. And then they mention obstruction, which means stopping police from doing their job, but that only applies if you're actually interfering with a crime or investigation. In this case, the person is just standing there filming, not doing anything illegal. So in short, the police are a bit over the top here. The person filming is just exercising their rights, and they're totally within their rights to do so. This is why it's so important to know your rights and stick up for them when dealing with cops. Stay calm, know when to speak up, and remember that your rights matter, especially when you're in a public space.
How you doing?
So, we should talk to you real quick.
I can barely hear you.
We need to talk to you real quick. We got a call about someone taking pictures of the ATM
Okay.
What you doing?
Just taking pictures and video. Yeah.
Or anything special?
If she stand over here, I can show you. Stand over here so I can show him what I'm doing. You mind standing over there real quick? Check this out, man. Somebody actually just showed me. This is the new camera. Can you see that quality there, man? You see that? You see that? So somebody actually just showed me what to do, how to turn the settings on so your camera looks like that. And just going around recording. You know, they said this is the college town. I rode past the campus. I think this is probably it. I'll probably go over there or whatnot. Did they call you on me?
Somebody did, yeah.
I didn't even speak to nobody.
Well, it's kind of odd video in a bank, a credit union.
But what if you're recording everything, though?
Right. I understand.
I'm recording everything.
I understand. But whoever saw you that saw you just a few minutes when you were recording the bank. Which is kind of odd.
What's wrong with it?
Well, it makes it look like you're planning on hitting the bank.
Why do people always come up with something negative? What if but check this out. What if I'm trying to promote the bank?
That could be, but usually when you're going to promote the bank, you tell the bank that.
No, they would just come outside and say, "Hey, how you doing? What are you doing out here, sir?"
They can't come outside. They got to stay inside.
Okay.
There's only a few in there.
Okay. I mean, nothing wrong.
They have to stay in their little secured area.
Okay.
So, yeah, they couldn't come out to talk to you.
So I'm just kind of curious. What did they say?
We just got a call that you were taking pictures or something of the ATM machine.
That right there?
Yep.
That is hilarious, man.
I sat there watching. Yeah, I did see you aiming all around, aiming at the truck when it went by.
Just aiming at everything. I've been traveling. I passed a couple of the... Wow. Here's how many officers replied to somebody recording on the sidewalk?
Nah, they're looking for somebody else also.
Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, yeah, man, I'm just out recording. You know what's amazing to me, though? What's your name, by the way?
Officer Adams.
Officer Adams? Officer Johnson. How tall are you? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm 5'2".
5'2"?
Yeah.
That is so cute. But, what I want to ask you, what year is this? This is, 2025? Where can you go in 2025 where you're not being recorded? You can't say the restroom. Where can you go? There's not so many places, It's amazing to me, how time has changed. Back in the day, that's kind of funny, me telling you back in the day. But you can probably remember in the...
Are you trying to say I'm old?
No, I know you can probably remember more than she can. In the 90s, when someone seen a camera, they jump out and say, "Hi, Mom." Now when they see a camera, they call the cops on you, man.
I still do that.
If you don't mind me getting over here, the lighting, I can't get no good lighting on you. Ooh, now see what I was showing him? Don't that look good? Don't that look good? Let me see if I can get you one good time, because I couldn't get you good with the sun. Is there any places here you would recommend me get something to eat at, man?
What kind of food you like?
Just good food, man. I'm not allergic to anything, and just as long as it's good. Maybe a mom and pops. I don't want to be able to get this anywhere.
The little mom and pop we got, it's called Sunflower up here on 8th Street.
I think I just passed that, man.
Probably.
I don't know if I want to walk back that direction, man.
That's probably about the only mom and pop type place we got. We got a couple Mexican restaurants. We got, other than that, fast food.
Okay. Who wanna answer the golden question? I think I want to ask him. I think you will get it. Women are smart. So, you ready for the golden question? Okay. Don't help him yet, okay? Okay, don't help him to the end. What is 550 divided by 2?
No, I don't do math. I'm too old for that stuff.
You want to just take a stab at it? 550 divided by 2.
That's why I got a calculator.
What would you say? Help him out.
275.
Yeah.
Look at you. Okay, I got one for you. You said you don't like math, right?
Right.
I got one for you. So, let's say we all in a race, right? We got exotic cars, though. We're all in exotic cars in a race. I'm in second place. You pass me. What place are you in?
If I pass you, I'm in second now.
Okay, look at you, man. Look at that. You would be amazed, man. Y'all both got them right. So, but yeah, man, I'm not doing too much of nothing. Just chilling. It's a beautiful day. I don't know if y'all watch the Weather Channel, but I don't know if y'all watch the Weather Channel, but the next 6 out of 7 days is gonna be rain.
Of course.
So, and I don't mind. It's just gonna make it a little warmer. I think everybody's a little sick of the cold at this point.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know if you're from Kansas, but around here we say if you don't like the weather, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. It's bipolar, man. It was a few years back. It snowed in May. It didn't stick, but it still snows. So you're never safe. Right. So, you can get all 4 seasons, man, in the same week. Sometime in a couple of days. So even in February, we had summer, definitely winter because it snowed. Yeah. Can I walk?
Here in Kansas?
What do you mean by that?
Are you from Kansas?
I'm from Earth.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I'm from Earth.
Well, you got my joke about, if you don't like the weather, wait a minute. So
Wait a minute.
From Kansas,
Yeah, I'm somewhere from around
You're
here.
used to the weather changes.
Oh, I'm definitely used to the weather changes. Something like that. Oh yeah. You are cute. You like a Cabbage Patch doll. Oh my God. Your badge is even little. Is everybody badge that little?
I don't think so.
They're all that size.
All of them in that size? Okay. I just came from, what is that town called? They had some very cool badges. They even had like colors in them or something. I thought it was probably the lieutenant or somebody I was speaking to, but he said everybody badges is like that.
Yeah. All
So.
ours are the same except for the number on them. So.
Okay, I got one for you. Cause okay, I got one for you. Huh?
Do you have your ID with you?
You need my ID?
Yeah, everyone we talk to, they want us to ID.
Do you need it? Am I required to give it to you? I'm required to give it to you. How long have you been an officer?
About a year.
About a year?
Yeah.
And you're telling me I'm required to give you my ID?
Yep, I need to identify your looks. I'm talking to you.
Well, respectfully, did I commit a crime? Well, I'd rather not waive my 4th Amendment right and giving you that. Is that okay with you?
You'd at least get your name and date of birth then if you don't want to give me your ID.
You put down Bartholomew. I'm Bartholomew. Is this your supervisor?
No.
You're not a super. You just patrol as well? Okay.
How do you spell that?
You just put down Bart.
Last name?
Sorry?
Last name?
You can just put down Batman. I'm sorry.
Do we need to do anything else or are we good to go?
Man, we're going to go help them look for this other dude. You can do me a favor and just stay away from the bank.
I'm not going to.
Okay.
I had no intention on going in or on their property.
That's some of the stuff that everybody worries about the banks. If you just stay, other businesses ain't a big deal. They may call on you.
I'm kind of. What are their concerns?
Like I already said, people coming around videotaping, it makes it look like you're looking for a way in, looking for a way to hit the place.
They don't even keep money in banks anymore. This is until 2025. Do you know about the bailout in 08, 09? Have you even heard about it?
Not sure what you're talking about.
It's called the big bailout. Banks had actually, since we just standing in front of a bank, just a little knowledge, banks had actually borrowed like trillions of dollars from taxpayers to get out of debt in 08, 09. It's called the big bailout.
Okay.
It's just a little food for thought.
Credit union. So this one don't keep a lot of money in it.
A lot of them don't nowadays, man. For their safety.
Right.
If you ever came and you want to take out a lot of money, they won't be able to just give it to you on hand. Yeah, you're probably going to have to come back and get it.
Right, but it's still something that people worry about. Somebody hanging out a bank,
I was just actually passing through. I wasn't hanging out, but if I did want to hang out, ain't nothing wrong with that. Right. Just hanging out on the sidewalk,
Right, well, you'll just constantly getting calls on you, and we'd be showing up.
Well, I would just think that maybe someone would probably just educate them, like, hey, it seems like he's on the sidewalk recording. He has every right to, be on that sidewalk.
You already said what the world is like these days, man.
People
are going to worry about it.
It's hilarious. What's the worst, real quick before you get out, what's the like most strangest call that you had to respond to?
I don't know. There's
Like a cat in the tree? Have you did that one yet?
Sorry, they're giving us information.
Well, it's okay. What's your name again, Miss Johnson?
Officer Johnson.
Miss Johnson? Yes, Officer Johnson. Well, you dismiss. I mean, I'm not going to keep you here. I know y'all have several things you can do.
The cameras are correct. I did not know.
Was you able to catch that?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we're gonna get out of here.
Yeah,
Like I said, we just got called because
I understand.
it looked weird, and that's what we get called to.
I understand. Well, I have no ill intent. I'm just hanging around a little longer, and I'm not detaining you guys. You're dismissed at any time. I know y'all probably got, some things to do.
Alright, we're gonna get out of here.
Yep. You don't need me to walk you to your car? You're safe? Okay. Alrighty. 2022 Durango Tahoe.
No, that was like
A 20
Ford Explorer.
Ford Explorer.
It's like I don't know what it is, a 2000 maybe.
2000.
It's old.
Okay. You have a great day. All right, Kansas City again. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this camera, because moving forward.
So this guy is just walking around on the sidewalk recording what's going on around him. Nothing crazy. But as soon as he gets near a bank, the police show up, thinking it's suspicious. They start asking him a bunch of questions, even suggesting that just because he's filming a bank, it's a sign he's planning something shady. The cops don't like that he's recording in public, and they even ask him for ID. But here's the thing, he doesn't have to give it to them, he hasn't done anything wrong, and filming in public is totally legal. In the US, you have the right to record in public spaces as long as you're not doing something that violates the law, like trespassing on private property. This is actually backed by the First Amendment, which protects your right to freedom of expression, including filming things in public. It's so important to remember that just because someone feels uncomfortable or thinks something looks suspicious doesn't mean it's illegal. People film all sorts of things every day, whether it's street performers, public art, or even just a protest. It's a normal part of life now. When the officer asks for his ID, the guy doesn't just hand it over. He calmly asks if he's being accused of a crime and stands firm on his rights. And you know what? He doesn't need to show his ID unless the officer has a valid reason, like he's been arrested or suspected of a crime. The truth is, police can't just stop you and demand your ID because they don't like what you're doing or because they feel like it. This situation is a perfect reminder to know your rights. No matter how intimidating it may feel, don't give in to pressure. Stand firm, stay respectful, and don't back down from asserting your right to be in public and record what's happening around you.